What is going on? Straight up Tennessee family, man. I am very excited for tonight's show because we get to dive into a lot of things with this Tennessee basketball program. I'm not quite sure who we are. We're in the middle of the season. We have, we've done everything that we possibly could have. And now I sit in this place where I don't truly know who we are and what we're going to bring for the rest of the season. I'm in this place now, team, where I should have went with my gut early on when I said this is not the best team we've seen. This might have been his best defensive team, but I said it at the beginning of the season. This was not his best offensive team. This is not the best team. And then they changed my mind when they was 14-0. And now they can't even figure out anything. But I got my guys with me today. I got that boy C2. I got that boy Sales. Your boy Ruck in the building, man. We're going to dive into this 2024-25 Vol Hoops team. And then at the end of the show, man, we're going to crank it up with some football, man. The Vol 2025 offense, football-wise. Who do we think needs to and will stand out in 2025 for us to get back to the college football playoff? Y'all know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the midweek chat. Let's get it.
First play, second quarter, touchdown Tennessee. That throw's intercepted. Pierce down the sideline. Touchdown.
What's happening? Straight Up Tennessee family. It's your boy Ruck in the building. Got my guys C2 and Sel with me. Y'all know what to do, though, man. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, and join. Hit that join button, man. Hop in Discord. We are live in full effect, especially with the debacle of this 2024-5 basketball team. This 4 and 4 now? 4-4 in league play. I mean, it couldn't get I don't know. We'll dive into it. I don't really remember. Yeah. But Apple and Spotify, what's up? It is Thursday for y'all. Go ahead and rate this thing 5 stars. Let the people know why they need to be listening to Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Listen, y'all, we got a lot coming down the pipe as well. A lot of familiar voices, familiar faces that you will begin to see on the show. We're doing a lot of networking right now, man, and just can't wait. Can't wait to see who comes on the show for the spring season of 2025 on Straight Up Tennessee. But what's up, bro? C2, man. I feel like I ain't seen you in a hot minute, man.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Man, it feel like about 4. I seen Sel a couple of days ago.
That's
mic
true.
check. You hear me though? Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me on the mic?
We got you. C2, where your mic at?
Too far away, probably.
Yeah. Ooh,
better.
yeah, that's much better. Much better.
Live and direct.
Much better, my friend. Oh, y'all. I don't even really know where to start. I mean, I'm going to start like this. This is how I'm going to start this conversation. I should have stayed. Your first impression of something is, I thought about it like this. I was talking to Turn today. I was like, you ever met somebody that instantly rubbed you the wrong way, but then you kept being around him more and you was like, man, he ain't that bad. Like he cool. And then y'all actually kind of became cool. And then he did something that made you remember why you had reservations at the beginning. Okay. That's me with this team. I said this at the beginning of the season. This is not our best team. Like, this is not. No. I said that. I said it. You can pull the clip. This is a clip right here. Pull the clip. Boom. Like, I said it. And then they started playing. Then they started playing trash and they started playing non-con. And we like, oh my God, we won in Illinois on the road, which Illinois, that's not a team that I want to play in the tournament because they keep getting better. They're ranked now. But you beat Illinois on the road, and then you're kind of like, dang, okay, like maybe I was wrong. No, I was right. I'm right. I was right from the beginning, and I should have stayed that way. I don't know what's going on. I mean, we know what's going on, but it's the same stuff, different year, different way, every year, every single year.
We need to pull the clip on you saying that this is the best offensive team that Barnes has. I'm pretty sure you said that too.
That's what I'm saying. My first impression, they were, and but I did say this wasn't his best team. I knew that, but
well, first thing, well, our non-conference schedule was never that tough anyway. So I think everyone knew it when we were the number one rated team at one point. It was like, okay, we haven't lost yet, but everyone knew at that time that Auburn was the number one team in the country. But after playing them, I really don't think that they're a number one team either. I know that they were banged up. Broom, or however you say his name, wasn't 100%. He still kicked our butts, but I don't know, man.
It's also a rough game, ref-wise.
Yeah. I mean,
across the board.
Yeah. I know I should be grateful for, I don't know, being a Sweet 16 team guaranteed for the last 10 years, but I'm ready for Barnes to retire.
And I think that wish is coming, because he was quoted literally less than 2 weeks ago saying Zakai was the reason that he's still coaching basketball.
Yeah.
So if that's true, then we're going to lose 2 people next year, and I'm not mad about it. Here we go. Dylan Elam, he's starting to fire already. I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. ZZ is a VFL, but if he takes another 3, I'm going to crash out.
I was just about to bring that up, Dylan.
We must not go grab the stat sheet between timeouts or nothing, because it's still like, where's the feel for the game? Like,
I want to read y'all something.
What? Real quick though, why has a man with after the game against Kentucky, man has 27.8 as his 3-point percentage? Why is he our second highest 3-point attempt on the team?
Because that's the only shot he can shoot without getting blocked.
Like, give it to anybody else to shoot that 3, please.
I want to read this for Mike Wilson, who's a statistician. He dropped something earlier today and said Kentucky led Tennessee 71-63 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. Kentucky attempted 1 field goal the rest of the game. Tennessee attempted 15. We lost 78-73. How? Kentucky shot 1 shot the last 5.5 minutes and won by 5. How?
Is that not including free throws?
No, that's just one attempted field goal. Everything else they was getting fouled on, bonus shots.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's really dive into this. Like at the 11-minute mark, I knew that we wasn't going to win the game. Let me tell you. Well, this is kind of one of the things where basketball too much, where it kind of takes the fun out of enjoying the game as a fan. When we hit that 3 for it to be, I believe, 74-73, I had no emotion. My wife was just like, "Oh," she was like, "That was a crazy shot. Why aren't you like going crazy?" I'm like, it's just, I was like, 1, this is just bad basketball. 2, I just know we're not going to win. Like, we were playing panic ball when there was 8 minutes left in the game.
Nobody wanted the basketball. Nobody.
No. Chaz's confidence is gone. That man doesn't want the ball at all.
Don't want the ball. Don't command the ball. Don't demand it. I mean, like, I was talking to my guy today that I talked to about Tennessee hoops at the gym. We sitting in the sauna. He was like, it's pretty bad that the only dude that want to shoot can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Zakai Ziegler. He's like, Zakai is like the only player on the team. He's like, it's annoying because Zakai is like the only dog on the team, but he a chihuahua. Like, think about it though. I was like, dude, that is the best. Like, that is real. Like, he plays with the most heart other than Shaq, but like he plays with heart, he plays hard. He just can't get it done for us. Like I said earlier this week, if he is who we thought is the best person to take the last shot in any game, we're chalked.
Yeah. It's just
chalked.
Well, to be honest, when have we ever been confident? That's really Barnes' number one thing. The man doesn't make game adjustments. It's literally just, you know the identity. You come in with who you are. You better not hope it's a close game or whatever it is, because you know Barnes is not going to make the adjustments. If there's a game, like, for instance, Auburn, I don't want Barnes being my coach. When has that man ever drawn up? I really can't think off the top of the head right now when that man has drawn up a play where I'm like, oh my God, that was a coaching genius miracle right there. Like, I can't think of a time. Like, it's frustrating. He doesn't put his players in any scoring situations. Chaz is in a drought. He's not shooting threes. Get him going to the lane. Get him some middies. He loves a good midi coming off a curl or something. Igor, he's a screen and pop guy, or excuse me. He was showing a little mid-range game for the longest face-up game. Yep. That is gone. Felix Akpar, why is he in the game? If he's not setting ball screens, he's pointless outside of defense. Like, that's what frustrates me the most, is how do you expect people to succeed if you're not putting them in the right situations? We run 2 sets. We run that 4-out, 1-in motion that we've run for 15 years since he's been here. It's boring to watch. It's like hot potato at this point, because we don't even drive and kick anymore. It's just like pass it around to see whoever's open. And then now we do what we call a money series, where it's pin downs and the shooter gets to pick us. Like, you've seen it, they'll play little ring around the rosy, and then you pop out. Hopefully you're open from there. Then if not, again, it's some type of BS motion or something. Like, it's just terrible to watch.
It is.
Two things about what you just said. So you said he's not who you want coaching if we're in a close game. It's damn near always a close game when we're playing a good team, because we can't score.
Yeah,
like,
that's our problem.
Oh my! Like, I can't remember the last time we were going up against a good team, and we just up. And I don't have to be stressing at the end of the game. But secondly, you said like, why don't we drive and then dish out? That last play, who were we? Auburn. That last play where Zakai took that shot from 3.
The corner.
Yeah, he could have driven. He could have driven in, because the guy coming at him was coming from the side. Like,
he was coming from top of the
diagonal.
Yeah.
He could have driven.
He was.
Worst case scenario, one of the other guy crashes in. Hopefully Chaz's guy crashes in. You dish out to Chaz, and he maybe throws it up. Best case scenario, you go up for a layup, make it, or get fouled. The one time we can shoot is when we're at the free throw line, most of the time, and except when we absolutely need to.
Yeah,
you can tell
Igor was our leading scorer for like 3/4 of the game.
Igor might be one of my least favorite Vol basketball players of all time.
Absolutely.
Y'all remember I texted you in the middle of the game and said we were like 157th in field goal percentage on the year across all NCAA college men's basketball teams.
All 3 divisions?
Know where we're at now? I don't think it's all divisions. Let me see.
Okay. I was about to say, shoot.
Them boys, trash.
I mean, I ain't heard of some of these teams before, so it might be all 3 divisions. Is Bellarmine in?
No, that's not D1.
Oh, then it's all divisions. You want to know where we're at now?
200.
Yeah.
Close. 190th after that game. We are 190th field goal percentage.
Golly. Where do we go from here? I think that's the thing, is like, it doesn't feel like it's getting better. Nothing's getting better. You got beat at home. You just played Kentucky at home, a place that you're supposed to protect. And pretty much, y'all, they beat the piss out of us all night. Really.
Oh, they bullied us too.
The whole night.
Now, the only thing that was better about last night is we got to see Dubar. Did he shoot the 3 too much? Yes, but it's just like, this is like, he showed me last night, like he didn't help the argument to why he's not getting playing time. I'm like, he's holding his own out here. He's making hustle plays too. Like, why is he not on the floor more? Like, there's got to be some type of tension, freak. I don't know what's going on, and he just not 100. Like he goes all the way out in practice. I don't know, but I wasn't mad at his performance last night.
I love Darlan Stone Dubar. I think he brings the element that we need. A stretch three that can play the four. He's strong as hell. You can tell. Like
Athletic.
You can tell like how athletic he is. He can bounce. I mean, he put that 2-hand flush on dude and didn't even jump like that high. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you could tell he was just like, yeah, I'm a boom it. He was about to lay it up, but he was like, no, I'm a duck on him. And he did. And it's like, man, bro, like that guy needs 22 to 27 minutes a game. Like, if Meshack ain't gonna shoot the ball, sit him down. I'm sorry. Like,
unless they just have a top-notch score that you need to be defended. I agree.
And that wasn't last night. Kentucky spreaded it out, man. Jackson Robinson hit us for like 17. Kobe Barea hit us for 20. You know what I mean? Like, those guys spread it out. And the thing was that's so frustrating. They best big man played less than 10 minutes, and they point guard Lamont Butler, the transfer from San Diego State, didn't even play. And they did us like that at home.
It might get ugly when we go up. It might be ugly when we go up there.
Ugly.
Oh, yeah. It will be. Another person who's on my nerves this year is Okpara, which Sel already brought up earlier. The man has, let me see here. He has a 60.6% field goal percentage, but he's only shot it 104 times.
They're all done.
He's been, I know, but like, then do it. If that's what you can do to score, then do it. Why are you out there half the time, man? Because you don't do it, except like every once in a while you sporadically go and do it. Like,
he has
what are you doing?
Post move bag, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying too, C2. They don't put him in situations for him. We don't drive, so you can't put him in a dunker spot for if his man helps and you can give it to him. And then when we actually do run ball screens, we can't throw a lob for our life at all. It's like dart practice.
Except for the other team.
Yeah. Now, I have one question for you all about late in the game. What do you all think about us pressing down 3 with a minute left? It was 76-73.
Yeah, I was asking the question why. Like, play a half-court set and like do what you're good at. We don't press. We ain't Kim Caldwell. But we ain't been pressing all year. Why are we pressing now down 3? It was like 50-something seconds left. The shot clock is 30 seconds. Like, you're gonna get the ball back. Have a good possession, right? Like, I understand you trying to potentially force a turnover, but
that shows you how desperate we were for a bucket.
You force more turnovers in the half court set than you ever have pressing. So that's why I'm like, man, we was so out of our like you mentioned, bro. Like we were playing panic ball for the last 8 minutes of the game. Like, I mean. Offensively, there's no flow, no chemistry. It just feels like it feels like you got a bunch of guys out there just running the set. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're running the set. There's a difference when you run in the set and you in a flow in the set. They're just running the set and passing it. And I ain't ever seen one of them face up to the rim when they catching the ball. They like, as soon as somebody catch the ball, they look into the other man to pass the ball.
Or dribble handoffs.
Like nobody, like, have you ever thought about dribbling to the guy and going then to the rim? Like, It's open because they overplaying your screens because they know what y'all doing. Like, it just, I don't know, man. Offensively, it's terrible to watch. You got no scorers, no bona fide scorers. Like, you can't just run a clear out for Chaz Lanier. His handle bag is mid ball. He's not, his first step is fast. Pass, if you can't stop his first step, or if you do stop his first step, he's clamped. Zakai, you don't know if he gonna try to dribble between 4 people and then do something stupid. Gainey has no bag with the handles. Dubar's got the best first step on the team. Every time he get the ball and he penetrate, he's past the dude, like, quick, every time. Like, Igor, no bag, 0. Felix, no bag. Meshack has the highest probability to get a paint touch and never goes to the paint. I just don't. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Do you feel like we're so desperate to be like a scoring team that we like force the 3 for no reason when we could do anything else?
I genuinely think they can shoot threes.
They have to, bro. 45. I don't care if you're shooting 50% from 3. 45 threes is crazy.
That is crazy, bro. Bro, 11 of 45, 24%. What? Like, why? Why are we doing that? Look, Dylan
A
says this.
third of our shots.
Part of my issue is that Chaz and everyone else looks scared to death every time they get the rock. So that's making ZZ carry the load. We got to get some confidence going. A load that he can't carry. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can't put a team on his back. Zakai's he's not gonna win us any games. I'm saying, like, Zakai will prevent us from losing games, but he will not win us a game. We've seen every game. I was trying to today. I tried to carve out some time to go back to 2022 because that was Zakai's sophomore year, and that's when KC had just left, and it was Zakai's team. And I was just trying to go back, and I only got through three seasons, not 3 seasons, but 3 games where I remembered just from old past Zakai taking the last shot. Those 3 games he missed. He ain't hit one. So I mean, I don't know why I don't get it. He's not clutch. He's not in that type of situation.
I don't think people realize too how easy it is to guard Sakai, especially like if I'm a coach and we're playing against the Vols, I'm telling you, let the man pound the crap out of the ball because the only thing he's going to shoot is a 3, and he can't really create his own 3. So it's going to either be a spot up or you go under the screen. But if you're going to go 1 for 10, like we can adjust. I'm going to let you shoot. Like, hey, throw them bricks up, build a house. And then if that house is coming together, then we're going to step over the screen. But like literally, I'm just standing there. Like I might put my worst defender on Sakai, honestly, because he's not going to shoot a layup because he's afraid to get blocked. And you know he can't shoot 3. So really you just got to be there to respect it. But you ain't got to play hard-nosed ball on him. Like him pounding the ball for 20 seconds, fine by me.
What'd that boy Gucci say? Bricks. All white bricks. Like 10 bricks. Just hit a lick for 50 more bricks.
we are 202nd in 3-point percentage, but 44% of our shots are 3-pointers.
I'm gonna try to find the most attempted 3s this year.
It's us. At 45, it's us. I can tell you that.
Let's see.
Dylan said we
want to be in a game.
We want to be the 2016 Warriors so bad, yet we playing like the 2016 Sixers, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know what's next. All I know is that Florida's coming to Knoxville, and they probably gonna win. I mean, that's how I feel now. Like until they prove it to me, like we can't beat good teams.
Yeah.
Like we can beat good. We can beat decent teams, right? Mississippi State's ranked, but we handled them. You know what I mean? Like Arkansas, we know Arkansas is not very good, but we beat them. You know, there's not been a ranked SEC team outside of Mississippi State that we've really looked good against.
Yeah. No, every game literally is 50-50 from here on out. Like Missouri, at Arkansas. Do we play Georgia again?
I think so. I think that's always home and home.
At Georgia, like every game is 50-50. There's no like, oh, we for sure got this one. Like Tennessee, I think last night they had them projected as a 2 seed, but I'm curious to see what this looks like going into March. 4?
We landed at a 4, bro.
And you know what that means? That's a possible L first round because what is that, a 4-12 matchup first round?
13. Yep. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous every year, bro. Those are the games I always pick against the 4 every time. Yep. Because you're gonna get like a Drake or like a VCU,
a nice mid-major,
like a VCU, a Drake. You're gonna get somebody like DePaul,
Ivy League school maybe,
and then them boys just come in like Tennessee. Oh, okay, bet. Our next 6 games, you got Florida Saturday, Missouri and Knoxville next Wednesday. You're on the road at Oklahoma next Saturday. Then you got Kentucky at Kentucky on February 11th. and then you play Vanderbilt in Knoxville on the 15th, and then the following week you don't play again till Saturday. You get a whole week off, so you're off from the 15th to the 22nd, and you're at Texas A&M, which them boys ain't bad either. And then you got LSU at LSU, and then March 1st you got Alabama in Knoxville. That looks like a lot of L's to me. I'm just being serious. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
those road games, like LSU at LSU. LSU's not very good, but still. At A&M, nah.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm. 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 I don't know what's next for this squad, man. I want us to turn it around, but we've seen who we're gonna be the rest of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're gonna, like, if we could just score, if we score 60 points before the other team, we might win.
Yeah.
But if not, we're gonna lose a lot of games to here in the next few weeks leading into the SEC tournament. So,
Bro,
I don't know, man.
SEC tournament's gonna be rough.
That's a first round exit for sure. I'll be there. I mean, I'll be sitting there watching it exit, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
At least you get 2 games for a session.
Yeah, Dylan said, I'm not even looking forward to March anymore if we can't get out of this slump. Yeah, I wouldn't either, man.
This is no hate meant towards the Lady Vols, but I enjoy watching their games more right now.
Oh, for sure.
I love watching them play. I
always enjoy watching them play, but normally I just enjoy watching the men play more. But this year,
no, I like watching them play. I think for them, it
stresses me out a little.
Kim needs another recruiting cycle, which she just signed. She's got 3 5-stars signed. So,
and she might not even have this same playing style next year. This playing style might literally be because it's their first year and she's trying to make up for talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
that makes sense.
Yeah, but now her philosophy is they'll still press all game, but they're gonna. The thing is, she's gonna have the athletes too. Like, some of these are still Holly's girls. They big and slow.
Yeah.
Or or not Holly Kelly. And they decided to stay, which was awesome. They needed to stay for sure. But I think you've seen the girls that she's recruiting. They are like long, lanky, and can run, and they 5-stars. Like, she going and getting 5 stars her first cycle. Kelly was not doing that, bro. So it's exciting to watch them play. They run, they shoot a lot of threes, but they actually can hit them. And they do play good defense when they can get all in sync. But again, it's like they're just not all in sync because they're all completely different athletically built. Like, you can tell the girls Kim brought in versus like what we had left over.
For sure.
But Tennessee plays Florida on Saturday in Knoxville. It's going to be a good environment. It always is, especially on a weekend. I mean, especially, I think too, the good thing about it too is it's an early tip. It's a noon tip. So them noon games be turned up. I like those noon games. I wonder if it's on CBS.
Does it still work for basketball, the contract?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
That was some classic basketball on CBS, though.
Mm-hmm.
Think about Admiral Schofield dunking on Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That was a man slam. Y'all, let's talk a little bit about this.
ESPN.
Yeah, it probably will be. I'm not surprised. But let's talk a little bit about this football team, man, before we get up out of here on the midweek chat. Obviously, man, there's been a lot of movement in the transfer portal, a lot of good things for Tennessee. Sam Pendleton, Wendell Moy, Amari Jefferson, Star Thomas coming from Duke. Those are all great additions. But let's focus for the next few minutes, man, on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, it's early. It's January. Spring ball and winter workouts are in the mix right now. All of the new guys are on campus. Everybody's there getting to know each other, spending time working out. This is a very pivotal time of year. Like, I think back to when I played sports, the off season, when you're in the middle of it, not when you're getting closer to games. When you're getting closer to football season and basketball season, it gets easier. You know, like it gets a little easier. They start letting up on you a little bit. You start doing less running because you've been doing it all the time, and you start doing more in the film room, more in the skills, more in the drills. But this is the most pivotal time in a football offseason when you're 8 months away and you are working your tail off with your brother beside you, sweating. It hurts to lift those weights. It hurts to run that gasser again. It hurts to push that sled again. And so this is the team building portion of what you would call the 2025 off season. But there are some key moves that have happened on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, Boo Carter being told that he's going to play some snaps on offense. You get the Duke transferring Star Thomas while still keeping Deshaun Bishop, Peyton Lewis, and you can't forget about the 4-star commit from Buford in Justin Baker, who is on campus. Then you look at the receiver room. Obviously, I said Boo, but you get Chris Brazzell back, who Sale said a couple shows ago just had a little bit of an underwhelming year one. I think the hype on him was a little too heavy, and his year one was underwhelming. Yes, he made the catch to beat Alabama, but it was not impressive other than that. Then you lose Dante. What the heck is going on with Brew McCoy? Is he going to come back? I like nobody knows what's going on in that realm. But you lose Dante. Caleb Webb hits the portal. Chaz Nimrod hits the portal. You kind of start scratching your head. But then you remember you have a guy who's a 4-star commit out of Aiken, South Carolina, and Braylon Staley. You get the 5-star Mike Matthews to re-sign. You get an opportunity to get a guy who was basically coming to Tennessee before he just so randomly decided to go to Bama for a year in Amari Jefferson. And then you're like, man, this receiver room is actually much more athletic than we have been in the last 2 years. But they're unproven. So when y'all think about 2025, and obviously you look at the quarterback position, you know what you're getting in 8. He didn't have anybody to throw to. Now he's got some guys. He's got way more athletic guys that he kind of recruited himself, if you think about it. These young guys came in with Nico. They came to play with Nico. But when you look at 2025 C2, who stands out? Like stature, actual factuality? Like, who do you think needs to, and who do you want to stand out on the roster this year?
Yeah, I'm going to give you 5 just to limit myself. 5 people that I think have to stand out if we're going to have a good year. I'm not going to say Nico because I feel like he's going to regardless, and we need him to regardless. I'm going to start on offensive line. I think Lance Hurd and David Sanders need to. We need to see better from our tackles if we want to have a better year. Tackle play last year was not good.
Not at all.
Just across the board. Lance Hurd got better as the year went on. I hope he continues that over the offseason and actually puts the work in so we don't have a slump again at the beginning of next season. So those 2. Chris Brazzell and Mike Matthews. More Mike Matthews, in my opinion, because of all the stuff that went on with the transfer portal. Will he, won't he transfer? He's getting a bigger paycheck, like assurances that the offense is going to be more creative. I feel like after all of that, you need to come in and show up and show out, in my opinion. And then lastly, see what Peyton Lewis can do. We saw little glimpses of it last year. It felt very similar to me like the first year of Dylan Sampson, where we saw little flashes in the pan of what he can do. I want to see what he can do carrying the load now.
Yeah,
those are my 5.
I agree with that. I've got 3. I think the number 1 who needs to, this is the first year in the Heupel system that you're having a new center. And everybody is thinking that the center is going to be the 4-star William Satterwhite, who came in the 2024 cycle. So last year was his first year. And I mean, he's going to be a true sophomore. And so this will be the first product of Glenn Ellerby to actually play meaningful downs. Think about that for a second.
Wild.
Think about that. He's been here 4 years and not one of his linemen that he's recruited have played. Don't talk about recruits. Don't talk about portal. We're talking about freshmen to be developed to play. William Satterwhite will be the first offensive lineman we see. I think William Satterwhite is a big key I think when you look at the skill guys, I don't know, man. I tend to lean towards the veterans in the group. Chris Brazzell will be a junior next year. But we still don't know about Chris Brazzell. I think mine might surprise you in the receiver spot, which we'll dive into more in the coming weeks. But mine's Braylon Staley. I saw too many flashes of him in that Vanderbilt game and in the Ohio State game where I was like, this kid is ready to play. Like, when he caught a little bitty dump screen in the Ohio State game and turned it up and got 8 yards, I was like, I haven't seen Squirrel do that all year. Like, I haven't seen him do that all year. I was like, okay, Braylon Staley.
Squirrel. That's because Squirrel was already down from diving for the ball.
Yeah. And then, I mean, when you look at the rest of the roster, I think somebody that will step up who did it this year, pending injury, I just need him to stay healthy, man. Like, Deshaun Bishop's a gamer, bro. Like, he's a dog. And so I feel like you're going to Jabari and Deshaun Bishop remind me of each other so much. Like, when Jabari was a freshman, sophomore, Bishop, like, that's what he was. He came in behind Ty Chandler, if y'all remember, Jabari did. And we were just like, bro, play him more. And that's kind of what Bishop did this year. It was like, oh my God, give him some more carries. And then Jabari got his real big year, his sophomore year. And we was like, oh man, Jabari is that guy. But then he got hurt with the shoulder. And then the rest was history for Jabari Small. He was still great, but he was always dealing with the shoulder injury. But those first, I guess, 18, 19 games of Jabari Small's career, his first year with Pruitt, his second year was with Heupel. That's what Deshaun Bishop reminds me of, like the explosion in the hole. Like, bro, he hits the thing. He hits it, and he makes something happen every single time. Whether he needs to get outside, his quick cuts, his vision, it's there. He can do it. And so I think Deshaun Bishop is going to have to play a lot of downs in 2025. So that's kind of where my brain is. Sale, I don't know if you got anybody, one particular, two. Who do you think right now? It's January, it's early, but who do you think?
I don't really have anyone off the top of the head that you talking about that's just going to blow up next year, or we hope.
Who do we hope? Yeah,
Arian Carter.
Well, he don't play offense, but yeah.
Oh, my fault. I thought you were talking about in general on both sides.
Defense is on Sunday.
Oh my bad. I'm rushing. Offense. I don't have one.
That's how depressed we were the last couple years, man. This is how it's not been exciting anymore. Like, I can think of specific plays from 2021 and 2022 that I have never seen again. The first play being when we were playing South Carolina, the first year of dark mode, when we wore the white helmets with the speckles and the black.
Wished him come back.
We ran a fake quarterback power to the right side of the field.
I remember that.
And he hit, and Hendon threw it to Javonte Payton wide open in the end zone. We had hit them with quarterback power the whole first quarter, just bow, bow, bow. And then boom, tutty, 50 yards. Beautiful play. I think about 2022. When we're playing Alabama, we're on the 8-yard line. Hendon does a fake screen, rolls out to the right, and Jalen Hyatt's running on a zig. And he hits him early, and then Hyatt scores a touchdown, gets hit in the end zone, scores a touchdown. Like, where are these plays? Where are these plays? We just need
Hyatt so bad.
We need guys. We need some scheme. Dylan says my 3 is Mike, Boo, and Jeremiah Thielander. You know, we're not talking defense, Dylan. But if Boo and Mike want to hold us hostage for NIL and opportunity in the offseason, I need monster seasons. Jeremiah Thielander, because we need someone to replace Peely effectively.
He didn't really impress me.
And Dylan and I have talked about Jeremiah Thielander a lot, actually. Jeremiah Thielander, his eyes are always in the wrong place. He will get washed out of a play because of his eyes. But he is probably just as or more physical than Arion Carter is. It's just his eyes. His eyes make him get washed. We'll talk all about defense Sunday. I can't wait for that. But did y'all see that stat? We'll end the show with this since we kind of have started talking about defense. Vol Football posted something earlier today. I don't know if y'all saw it, so I'm going to read it. But this is kind of wild to believe that Tennessee has produced over 100 TFLs in 3 of the last 4 seasons under Tim Banks. Like, think about how bad our defense was, like, in 2022. Like, it was not good. Mm-hmm. It wasn't good. But it says that we had 7.2 tackles for loss per game. That we were first in the SEC in tackles for loss in 2022, 10th in the FBS. 2023, this will make y'all scratch your head. 2023, we had 7.8 tackles for loss per game, which was number 1 in the SEC and number 4 in the FBS. Now, didn't we have like a better defense this year in 2024? Right? Like everybody was just raving about how good the defense was. This was the worst year. We had 7.7 tackles for loss per game. This was the first year in 2 years that we weren't first in the SEC. We were second in the SEC and 8th in the FBS. So statistically, we were better in 23 defensively than we were this year.
At least on the line.
I think it's because of three games. It's because of 3 games. Georgia, Vanderbilt, because they absolutely kicked our tail early. And Ohio State. 3 games killed us. I just thought that was interesting. I was like, why were we so excited about this defense and it wasn't statistically better than 23?
Well, we had to be excited about something. And it wasn't offense for the longest time. So
oh my gosh, bro. That's weird, bro. When you really put 2 and 2 together, you're kind of like, Okay. But y'all, we'll be back Sunday live, man. We're going to talk more Vol hoops because we'll have another game on Saturday. Tennessee and Florida, reminder, noon tip. Their Eastern local time there at Thompson Bowling Arena on Saturday, February 1st. Y'all, it's February, man. Wow.
Ready for it. Give me some spring weather, man.
Yeah, man. Today was beautiful, bro. It was a crisp about 59, 60. What? I was out there like, purple rain. Man, you know what? That'll get us copyrighted just from singing that. So it is what it is. But you're welcome. But y'all need know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and join. Hit the join button. Hit the subscribe button. We are cooking. Y'all already know what to do, though, man. Do all of those things. Apple and Spotify. Happy Thursday. We'll see everybody back live on YouTube Sunday night. For my guy C2, my guy Sel. It's your boy Ruck in the building, man. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. We'll see y'all live on Sunday night.